Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Jeremy Sutton, owner of Servant PT, host of the Servant PT podcast. Help women 50 and over live a life full of health, family, and fun through exercise and motivation. So I just got back today from Florida, and where I spent all weekend in a business mastermind group with my mentor Greg Todd and my family that is in our group. So we are, promise you, we're family now, not just people that own businesses. But we talked about a lot of things, kind of what went well in 2018, what didn't go well, what went horrible, what went great, and what we're going to do for 2019. And so have amazing goals and amazing things planned, habits planned out to accomplish those goals for 2019. And something I realized during the weekend that I want to talk about today is my videos in the mornings. And so I know they're hopefully sometimes they're motivational, inspirational, things like that, but for the most part I haven't given a lot of physical therapy value, which is what I do. And I haven't talked about some things that are super passionate to me. And so one of the things that I'm very passionate about and that I see a lot of is how people don't get taken care of very well in the medical profession. And I'm not bashing our profession. It's not everybody, but it's definitely not the norm that people give good customer service and serve people well and do the things that they need to. And even though I talk about it a lot, it's sometimes I fall short in that area too. And that's something I really want to change for this year and plan on changing. And in one of those ways is it's just kind of talking about it a little bit more on videos and things that we can do to help that. Both in how I can do things better and other professionals, and some things that, people that are going to, patients, clients, whatever, going to those people can do. And so, today I want to talk about how to have a better visit with a professional, whether it's a PT, a doctor, a chiropractor, massage therapist, whatever it is ask more questions. A lot of times what I'll tell people is they're going to, if somebody has an orthopedic surgery, let's say a knee replacement, and they come see me and they're going back to the doctor in 2 weeks, they say, well, I don't know about this, I don't know about that, is this correct, is that right? And there's questions that I answer that I can't answer, but then there's questions that we want the doctor to answer. And so what I always try to tell people is to go to the doctor's office with questions and written out. So when you get in there, a lot of times the doctor doesn't have time to stay, 30, 40 minutes. I'm spending an hour with people every time I see them. The doctor's not going to spend an hour with you in most cases. So you want to make sure you write out questions that you have before you go. So if you have, 5 questions, have those questions written out. You can have them in your phone. It's very easy to, put that on your notes on your phone, or you can just have a piece of paper written out. And just when the doctor comes in, say, hey, I have some questions I want to ask you, have them written out. And 9 times out of 10, you'll be able to go through those questions so fast because they're going to be questions that your doctor should be able to answer easily as it pertains to whatever's going on with you. So just sit down and say, hey, doc, I got these 5 questions to ask, these 10 questions to ask, and go through those, ask them, and you're done. And then you feel better. There was better communication between you and the doctor or you and the therapist, and there's not a lot of unanswered things. I was taught that when people are in pain and they don't know why, that they're suffering. And there's so many different levels of that, but I truly believe that general thought that if you hurt all the time and you don't know it, it's more of a suffering, and it gets more on a psychological level than anything. So we really want to make sure we tell people this is why you're in pain. It's because you stepped off, in a hole, you have a hip problem now that won't go away until we do X, Y, Z, but you're going to ultimately be okay because this, and this is going to happen. And if you do these 3 things or whatever it is, then you're going to be fine. So then you're not suffering. You have a problem. You know why you have that problem. You have a plan to fix that problem. So, and then another thing is just, don't let things go so long as, until you just can't move anymore to get them seen about. And that's another thing that can help is just make regular visits, or make visits when you need them and not put it off. I am the worst person about putting things off. I don't like going to the doctor. If I was going to come to a PT, I wouldn't like that either. So I just put things off, and that's really how we end up being way worse than what we would have been. So make sure you get, checkups or whatever you need throughout the year. And then another thing you can do is when you want to see if somebody's going to do a good job in therapy or a doctor or whatever, is there's so many places that people review medical professionals now, whether it's on Facebook or Google. There's Yelp, there's gooddoctor.com or something like that. I mean, there's all these different sites that have listings of medical professionals that you can go to and see if they do a good job or not. I think I have 57 reviews on Facebook, and I think 48 of them or 50 of them are 5-star reviews, and then I have maybe 5 to 10 on Google. So, go and look at those things and see what people are saying, because a lot of times people aren't just giving reviews, they're saying, hey, Jeremy did this with me, or hey, Servant PT did this, or hey, Dr. Smith was, very helpful and did this, or whatever it is, whatever it may be. So go look at those reviews. They're there for a reason, and they'll help you make a decision on who is the best person. And then word of mouth is always good, because people will tell 1 to 2 people if they have a good experience, but they'll tell 10 people if they have a bad experience. So word of mouth helps in knowing where to go and who to see and things like that. So use all those things to try to check out where you want to go and who you want to see in a day, because we want to make sure you're going to the right place and getting the care that you deserve. So I'm going to be talking a lot more about that. I'm going to get way more in depth into things like that in the next few months, and really be giving a lot more tips and hints on how you can stay healthy and continue living out with your family and having a good time. So guys, hope you have an amazing day, and back to work today. So I'm about to go serve a few people this morning, and then take the afternoon and go hang out with my babies, since I haven't seen them in a few days. But we will see y'all tomorrow.